All right, so Coros has just dropped what might be a bombshell in the world of adventure watches. On August 19th, 2025, they launched the Coros NOMAD, and wow, the buzz online has been immediate and really intense. It's this rugged, feature-packed GPS watch that's aimed squarely at the outdoor enthusiast, and it is making some serious waves. So today, we're going to dig through all the expert reviews and give you the full picture. Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with that whole Instinct Killer nickname, then we'll break down the hardware and the cool new features. After that, we'll see how it performs in the real world, put it head-to-head against its biggest rival from Garmin, and wrap it all up with the final verdict. Let's do it. So right out of the gate, from the very moment people saw it, the Nomad got this really provocative nickname, the Instinct Killer. But the big question is it just a clever copycat, or did Coros actually manage to build a new champion for affordable adventure watches? And yeah, this is the question on every reviewer's mind. You just can't ignore it. I mean, you look at the rugged, almost retro design, and your brain immediately goes to Garmin's super popular Instinct series. Desfit made a great point that the Instinct itself was kind of inspired by G-Shock watches. But still, the comparison here is just unavoidable. And look, the experts are not beating around the bush. They're tackling the elephant in the room head-on. Reviewers like the 5krunner.com come right out and say what some people are thinking, that it looks like a visual ripoff. But, as we're about to see, those similarities might just be skin deep. And this is the Nomad's secret weapon. Its ace in the hole, the price. $349. Coros is aggressively, and I mean aggressively, undercutting the Garmin Instinct 3, which can cost you around $450. This right here forces a whole new conversation about what you're getting for your money. So the big question is, how on earth did Coros hit that price point? What's the catch? Let's peel back the layers, look past the price tag, and dig into the actual hardware to see what choices they made. Okay, the display. This is a really interesting battleground. The Nomad uses a memory-in-pixel, or MIP, screen. Now, reviewers say this new one is a big step up for Coros. It's brighter, has way better contrast, better blacks. But, and this is a big buck, it's a trade-off. The Garmin Instinct 3 gives you options. You can get that absolutely stunning, vibrant AMOLED screen, if you want it. Remember how we asked how they got the price so low? Well, this table pretty much tells the whole story. If you look at its big brothers, the Apex 2 Pro and the Vertex 2S, you're talking sapphire glass and titanium, super premium stuff. The Nomad, on the other hand, uses hardened mineral glass and a fiber-reinforced polymer bezel. Now, it's still tough, for sure, but it's a very clear choice they made, function and price, over that premium, fancy feel. Okay, so this watch isn't just about cutting costs. Coros actually cooked up some genuinely new features that really do separate it from the rest of the pack. And the big one is called the Adventure Journal. And honestly, this is pretty cool. Think of it like a digital scrapbook for your hikes or runs. You can drop geotagged voice notes, photos, even videos right onto your route on the map in the app. And the reviewers, they pretty much all loved this. Everyone from Tom's Guide to Desfit said it was genuinely fun and a really unique way to remember your adventures. Yeah, both Desfit and DC Rainmaker gave Coros major props for just thinking outside the box here. Desfit even talked about how he used it to make a voice memo to himself about his fueling strategy right in the middle of a ride. So you see, the potential here goes way beyond just taking pretty pictures. It could actually be a super powerful training tool. But it's not perfect. The experts definitely found a few little quirks. For one, you need a GPS signal to record a voice note, which is kind of weird, right? And the bigger one, it has a microphone, but it doesn't have a speaker. That means no listening to your notes on the watch, and maybe more importantly for a lot of people, no taking phone calls on your wrist. That's a feature a lot of us have gotten used to. And then there's this, which is kind of out of left field, but really interesting. The Nomad is going all in on fishing. I'm talking 8 different fishing modes, environmental data like tides and sun phases, and you can even log your catches. Coros is clearly making a play for anglers in a way that you just don't see from other smartwatch brands. All right. Cool features and a great price are one thing, but here's what it all comes down to, right? Performance. How does this thing actually hold up when you're out there in the real world pushing your limits? Okay, this is where the Nomad absolutely shines, the GPS. The consensus from every single reviewer was unanimous and just overwhelmingly positive. I love DC Rainmaker's quote here, boringly perfect. I mean, that's exactly what you want to hear. Desfit tested it in the urban canyons of New York City and called it pretty much nearly flawless. This is legit flagship-level GPS accuracy in a mid-range watch. Now, the heart rate sensor, well, that's more nuanced story. For steady-state stuff like running or most cycling, reviewers said it was very, very accurate. But like a lot of wrist-based sensors, it really starts to struggle during things like weight training or high-intensity intervals. Any activity where you're gripping tight or flexing your wrist a lot. So the verdict is kinda, it's good, but it's not great. Next up, a classic Coros strength, battery life. And man, these numbers are just incredible. Reviewers confirm they hold up too. Tom's Guide said they got 2 full weeks of use on a single charge while training every single day in the most accurate, power-hungry GPS mode. That's a huge, huge selling point. Okay, it's time for the main event, the comparison everyone's been waiting for. We've talked around it, but now let's put these two rivals side by side. How does the brand new Coros NOMAD really stack up against the reigning champ, the Garmin Instinct? So when you put them head to head, one thing just jumps off the page, and it is a potential game changer: maps. The Coros NOMAD has full, offline, color topographic maps standard. The Garmin Instinct series, even though it costs more, completely lacks this feature. For a lot of hikers and adventurers out there, that alone could be the deciding factor. Of course, Garmin hits back with its own cool features, like a built-in flashlight and those different display options we talked about. So what does this all mean? After going through hours of testing and all the analysis from the top reviewers, we can pretty much boil the whole story of the Nomad down to its key strengths and its key weaknesses. And the list of pros is, well, it's powerful. You're getting that monster battery life, you've got full offline maps that reviewers said were super fast and responsive, and you have that arguably best-in-class GPS accuracy. You add in the unique journaling feature and that killer price point, and you've got a very, very compelling package. But, of course, there's the other side of the coin. The cons really show you where the compromises were made to hit that price. You're giving up a premium feel, it's a plastic build with mineral glass. There are no other screen options like solar or AMOLED. The heart rate tracking has its limits, and the smart features are pretty basic. We're talking no NFC payments, no music streaming. This thing is an outdoor tool first and a smartwatch second. So who should actually buy this watch? The expert consensus is pretty clear. This is a fantastic option if you're a first-time adventure watch buyer. It's also perfect for any hiker, angler, or outdoor enthusiast who just prioritizes the core essentials: maps, GPS, and battery over everything else, and doesn't want to spend $500 or more to get them. And that really brings us to the final big question. Coros made a very clear, very strategic bet here. They prioritized raw, outdoor capability and value over premium materials and all those lifestyle features. So the question for you is that incredible value in maps and battery enough to overlook its lack of polish? Did they make the right trade-offs to create the new king of the affordable adventure watch category? That's what this whole debate really comes down to.